or too much about you. It's hard for them to predict your move or knows your weakness. I repeat, when people don't know so much about you, it's hard for them to predict your move or knows your weakness. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for joining. If you're watching this video on replay or you're joining me right now on the live, thank you so much for always supporting me by watching my videos. Don't forget that I love you. So we'll be kicking off to today's topic. Don't worry, I'll try to speak slow. So on today's video, we'll be talking about how to stop oversharing. This is a really difficult thing for most of us. For some people, it's really difficult to know the guideline, to set boundaries, to know where to stop, to know where not to start talking, or where not to even say something or anything, just to keep silent and listening more without just interacting all the time, and always want to share and always have something to share. And because of that, you tend to share all your secrets, you tend to share all your weakness, everything that is happening that is no longer what privacy. There should always be some privacy, and there should always be some limit, and there should always be where to stop and where not to start, or where not to even say anything. So hi guys, today I'll be giving you 5 tips on how to stop sharing. If you're one of those people that is looking forward or trying very hard, or you've noticed that you'll be sharing too much, you're that kind of person that talks too much, because if you talk too much, definitely you will share too much, because before you share this thing, you won't be aware, you won't even notice that you're sharing too much. It's when you're done with that conversation, that's where you realize, oh my god, I've just shared my entire life story, secret and everything. So when you talk too much, you intentionally share too much. So I'll be giving you 5 tips on how to stop oversharing. So before we go to that 5 tips, have you noticed some people that talks too much? They are always known as talkative. They love to talk. Like when you are around them, it's, I won't say never a boring time, because some people, sometimes when you talk too much, you look boring. Because for me, I'm a kind of person that I don't share too much, and I know that there's always boundaries to where I can stop and where I start. So and sometimes I don't like to talk too much. So if you talk too much, it makes me go far from you, even when I want to sit with you or stay with you. But because of you talk too much, and because of that you share too much, and when you talk too much, you share too much, and I'm the kind of person that don't talk or share too much, it sounds boring. It sounds high. Thanks for joining. It looks boring, and it looks kind of you're the only one talking, and I don't want to talk, and you kind of want to push me to talk too much like you, or share so much that you're sharing. Looks like you kind of, you want to trigger me to share so much like you're sharing. That is not like you're alone in the conversation. So it makes me want to run from you, and feel as if it makes you look boring to me. So have you seen those kind of people that talk too much, share too much? And if you're not a type like that, you want to run from that person, you want to disassociate yourself with that person, because you feel as if that person triggers you to share things that you don't want to share, because they bring their life history, their life story, all their secrets to you. And when you don't share, it's just as if, oh my god, this person is sharing too much, and I've not even said anything or contributed. So what can I do? It makes you run from that person, make that person a boring person. So I'll be giving you 5 tips. Okay, I'll be talking too fast. So I'll be giving you 5 tips right now. If you are in those categories that be looking for a way, wanting to know how to resist, even when you want to share, but you want to resist, you want to stand back, and you don't want to share, but no, people has already know your weakness. They always want to come to you to know what's going on right now. Have you noticed that there are some kind of people, if for example something happened, an event happened, or for example something happened that you were not aware, there might be 5 people there that witnessed the thing. There's always one person that everybody want to run to say that that person will always say something. They always say, you say, I know how to trigger that person. I know what I will say. That person will always say the secret, and that person will always say what happened. So if you're among that person, and those friends that say, I really don't want to say anything, I really don't want to share this, but I just can't hold it back, I just want to share. It's not that it's in my duty to share, but I just have to share. Let me just share it. It's because you can't hold back. Even when you want to hold back, but like people just know how to trigger you for you to share. So right now, sit back so you can learn more. Watch to the end of the video so you can learn more and how to, stop oversharing and take a step back sometimes when the trigger is coming for you to just start sharing everything. One of that is pause and reflect. When you're standing in a group of people or you're in a conversation with someone, sometimes it might be on the phone with loved ones, especially with loved ones, friends, family, people, and you're in that conversation. The conversation is going, fluently, fun and everything. Try to pause sometimes and reflect on the next word that you're trying to say. Reflect on it to say, is this really necessary for me to share with this person? Because sometimes when you overshare, people knows your weakness and you share your next move, and people already know what's going to happen, what you're about to do, and they can sabotage that. They can sabotage that for you and even spoil it. So take a step back and pause and reflect on the next words that you're going to say, on the next thing that is about to come out from your mouth. When you can control your mouth, you can control your mind. And when you can control your mind, you can control your future. So take a step back, reflect on the next word that you're going to say, pause on it to say, is this word that I'm going to say necessary for me to share with this person? Isn't that I'm oversharing my secret? There should be some secret, right? Isn't that I'm oversharing? Should I share this word? Just take it. I know it might be as if you're not contributing to the conversation, but take a step back, reflect if what you're going to say right now is necessary, is important, is okay for you to share. Or ask yourself, am I oversharing right now? Should I take a pause or should I withdraw back the conversation for other people to continue? And two is practice active listening. Practice active listening. Or sometimes 80% of the conversation that you have with people, it's just about you, which is not fun. It makes you look boring and it makes you look oversharing. How can be 80% of conversation that you have with people is just about you, the only one talking? It's boring. It's not fun. It's annoying. You can't even imagine what the next person close to you is thinking. Like if for example, I don't, it's not fun for me staying with people that we get conversation. We're trying to get conversation. You're just the only one talking. Like 80% of the time, you're the only one talking, and you're not just talking. You're just sharing about yourself, sharing everything about yourself. It's so boring and annoying, and it gets me frustrated when I stay close to those people. Like they just talking. Like in my head, I just like, can you just shut? Like shut up for 1 minute. I have something to that I want to say, but you'll be talking. Thanks for joining, and you'll be talking and you've not stopped. And because of that, those people tend to overshare. So if you're in this category, proactive active listening, when you're in conversation in a group of people somewhere, it's very important to you to listen more than to talk more, because when you listen more, you learn more. Because when you over talk, you overshare, and the opportunity for you to learn, you've used those opportunity to talk more, to express, to explain, to share things that you're not supposed to share. Very important. Practice active listening. At least create space for people that are around you to also speak, to also contribute, to also say something, without you just being the one talking, sharing life history, kids, marriage, relationship, things like this. At least stand back for a little bit, listen more so that you can learn more, so that other people can also speak and contribute. So at least you can save things that you're supposed to share that are not supposed to be shared out to people. So number three is set boundaries. Setting boundaries is all about contributing to conversations that you think you're okay with, especially if you're already among this group of people that loves to talk and share. Because when you love to talk, definitely you love to share, because before you share, you will not even notice. After you've done, that's when you remember, oh God, I just like I overshare things I'm not supposed to share. So Practice boundaries. Set boundaries. Very important. Because people, when you overshare, trust me, let me just tell you this. When you overshare, people has already know your weak point. People has already know your weak point. There's no conversation that they can bring to you for you to open your mouth and start oversharing, for you to start over talking, for you to start saying things that you're not supposed to say. Remember, I said this before. When you can control your mouth, you can control your mind. And when you can control your mind, you can control your future. So when you're not able to control your mouth, you just speak out anything in your mind or in your head. People has already know your weak point. They already know things to bring to you for you to spill out the tea, for you to just speak out the things that they want to hear. They already know your weak points. They know words to trigger you with. They know like things to say to you for you to open your mouth and spill out the tea. Practice boundaries by when there are some certain type of conversation that you know that this conversation is going to trigger me, for me to open my mouth to speak things that I'm not supposed to speak. Try to skip that conversation. Bring another conversation to replace that conversation, so you don't open your mouth and speak things that you're not supposed to speak. When people bring conversation that you're not comfortable with, tell them that I'm sorry, I'm not comfortable with this conversation. Can we share it? Or I can't share this, or I don't want to contribute in this conversation. It's not all conversation that you have to speak on, that you have to contribute on. Even me, sometimes when there are some certain conversation that I know this conversation is going to lead me to speak things that I'm not supposed to speak, I try to keep silent. I try to just keep my mouth shut and observe the things that people are saying and listen more, because I know if I try to contribute on this conversation, I'm going to speak things that I'm not supposed to speak, and I'm going to overshare. Very important. Set boundaries. So number 4 said, change topic when you think it's going to make you share more. This number 4, just I've explained number 4 on number 3, which number 3 is set boundaries. Try to say no on conversation that you don't want to share. Be polite. Be polite. Don't be aggressive on this. Be polite to tell people. I know this will be difficult at first when you start sharing, especially if they are used to you. They know your weak point already. If they are used to you, that you know how to overshare. And when you're setting boundary, try to be polite to say this, not with aggressive voice, that I'm not willing to share. I don't want to share this. I think this is passing my boundaries. I know people will be shocked and surprised if they already know you as a kind of person that overshare. But by you setting boundaries, it's by you standing up for yourself and saying your truth, because you've been a new person, that you don't overshare anymore. You don't longer spill out the tea by over talking. It's just by you saying it politely that I'm sorry, I can't contribute to this conversation. I can't speak this right now. I can't share this because it's not in my position to share this, in a polite way. And if the person refuse and want to insist, try to change the conversation, or just leave the presence of that person, or said, I'm sorry, I'm going to hang off. If you're on the phone, we can talk later, or I want to step out for a minute. Some people might take it as an offensive, some people might take it politely, but whichever way they take it, that does not depend on you anymore. That's no longer your problem. It's not for them to deal with. Now, number 5, I'll be giving you number 5. Number 5 said, avoid social media when you are feeling emotional. This is the real deal. Like, guys, this is the real deal. We overshare on social media. I don't know why we does this. That we overshare our life history, everything, success, breakup, pain, misery. We overshare everything on social media. I don't know if it's because we are looking for sympathy, we are looking for companionship. I don't know what we are searching for, that we share every single thing on social media. Sometimes I see some posts for some people and I said, I don't know what we are asking for, what we are seeking for. If we are seeking for people to know what's happening in your life right now, or if we are seeking for people to know what's going on in your life right now, I don't understand why we does this thing. Thanks for joining. Why we does this thing when you are I'm telling you this right now because when you're feeling so emotional and you know you're one of those people that overshare, please avoid social media for those periods. I know people will understand because you are always there, you're always posting something, releasing something. And when you are hard for 1 week or 1 month, people understand that there's something off with you. People will understand that there's something going on with you. People just understand that fact on social media. When you're always posting, for example, you're always posting the status stories on your TikTok, there's like every day you're always there. And suddenly for 1 week, 2 week, they didn't see you. They'll notice that they will notice that there's something off with you. There's something going on with you. So I will advise you. I know people will notice, but it's so unfair that you share everything on social media. There should be a little bit of privacy. There should be a little bit of like keeping the mouth shut, keeping the hands shut, keeping your mouth shut in the presence of people around you, but keeping the hands shut to type and post. Why do you do this? Is it because to get sympathies from people? Is it because to get like for people? Is it because for people to call you to tell you they are sorry? I prefer you posting your success more than you just posting. I know people like I cries. I get emotional sometimes. You see me talking like this, does not mean that sometimes I don't get frustrated. I don't get upset sometimes. Like I don't lash out on people sometimes. No, but I'm still learning. I'm still working on that part. Does not mean that every single thing that happens to me, I have to go post them. Every single thing I'm crying, I have to post them. I got broke up, I have to post it. Something happened in the school of my child, I have to post it. I don't understand. Is it that like every single thing that happened in my life I have to post it? Is it because for you to get sympathy, for people to know what's happening in your life right now and to sympathize with you, or what? Because I don't know. Because people on social media, they want to always see you fall down. It's few people. It's few. Trust me, sweetheart. It's few people that want to see you grow. It's few people that want to see you celebrate. Even some people that celebrate with you, it's not coming out from their mind. So even if they sympathize with you, not because they are calling you to sympathize with you or write you messages, just calling you to just know what's really happening, for them to assure themselves that, oh, it's not only me that bad things are also happening to this person that I think is perfect, this person that I think everything is going well for this person, so bad things is also happening to this person. They love to see your downfall, because when they see your downfall, they're going to confirm it to themselves that okay, this person also have bad side, this person also have downside. I don't get it. You have to stop doing this. That's why when you're feeling so emotional, please avoid social media for some time. Very important, very important. I know people are going to notice, people are going to say they've not seen you for a long time, you've not posted, you've not doing something, so that you don't overshare. Sometimes I take my phone when I'm feeling so emotional, when I'm feeling so sad. I take my phone and I want to type something and put something on my status or whatever, but I get to stop myself, because I know with this, people are going to know my weakness. People are going to know what's up with my life right now, what's going on with my life right now, because people just open their eyes and want to see what's happening. Some people don't know you, but they'll judge you automatically. They don't really know you, but they judge you automatically. They judge you. Why? Because of the things you post on social media, the thing you bring to social media, because you've already exposed 80% of your life on social media. So they get to judge that. And they get to judge that about you, and they get to use that to know your weakness, to know what's happening in your life right now, if something good is happening in your life right now, or if something bad is happening in your life right now. So limit the amount of things you post on social media. And I will also tell you that I prefer you post the positive side of your life more on social media than you 80% posting things that is going wrong in your life. Things goes wrong in our life. Don't think because you see people post their lovely new car that they just bought, lovely new home that they just bought. Things happen to us all the time. Negative things. It's not because we cause these things. These things just happen because we are human and we live in this earth, and these things are meant to happen. So don't think your life is perfect because they don't post the downside when they are crying. They don't post the downside when they're in the hospital. Some people post it idea. Things happen to everyone. Me, I do cry. Sometimes I do cry. Sometimes I do get things that get me so emotional. But what is the best way for me to handle it? If not by me launching or running to social media to go post it or to go around to social media so that people can judge me and use my word against me and use my mistake to judge me. So be careful what you post there, and be careful when you are in the category of oversharing things, to run far away from social media when you are so emotional and when you're not in the right state of mind. Hey, lovely. So I'll be recapping. We're done with the video. I've given you the first. So the first thing that I said on how to stop oversharing is pause and reflect for some seconds if what you're going to share right now is necessary or it's the right person that you're sharing it with. Number two is practice active listening. You can't tell me that when you are around people you always share about yourself. You don't even allow people that are around you to even speak or even share to the conversation. 80% it's just about you sharing your life history, when you were in college, when you were at work, things that happen in marriage, things that happen in kids. No, at least practice active listening and also allow people to speak so that when you are speaking you don't over cross the boundary to overshare things that you know supposed to share. And theory says set boundaries by saying or telling people politely that sorry, you can't share. It's not in your position to share things that they are wanting you to share. Because when people knows you as an oversharing person, they always know your weak point and they always want to trigger you for you to share those things, for you to share and spill out those things that they want to hear. And they definitely going to use it against you. You see those people that gossip a lot, it's not because they love to gossip, just that some people knows their weak point and how to trigger them and how to touch them for them to start sharing evil things that they didn't even see with their eyes or head, to overshare their own life history and share the life history of other people. And when they are done, they ask themselves, why did I do that? I was not supposed to do that. It's just because the people that they are around knows how to trigger them, how to get the information from them, and then themselves over talk and overshare. Because when you over talk, you overshare. And first, they change the topic, and I said like before, this number 4 is included to setting boundaries. And number 5 say avoid social media when you are feeling down, when maybe things are not working out for you, when your emotions are everywhere, when you're feeling so emotional, you're feeling so like so bad. Please avoid social media for some time so that you don't spill out, post everything because of your emotions, and later people will use that against you as your downfall on social media. Don't forget that not all people that are on social media are happy seeing what you're posting, are happy seeing your progress, are happy seeing things, good things that are happening to you. People you judge you, they don't even know you, but they want to judge you and dictate how to live your life on social media. And when you keep on posting this thing because you're emotional, they use that against you. And don't think because you're posting this thing, people are coming to sympathize with you genuinely from their heart. No, they are coming to sympathize with you just that they can use that against you and also use that to defend to themselves or define to themselves that even that person that they think it's perfect, they're also going through bad things. You see bad things that's also happening to them. They are happy for that. So lovelies, thank you for watching this video to the end. And if you know you watched this video to this time, leave me a red emoji. Thank you. I love you. Don't forget that I got here, and see you tomorrow again on my next video. And please support my channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a wonderful evening.